This is a generational heist for the Chicago Bulls as they drop their final offer to Josh Giddey and could possibly lose him. So the next potential trade target is a all-star point guard. Hi, I'm Shaq Barnes here with another great episode of Bulls Digest, the number one spot for everything Chicago Bulls. Also, notice that 67% of you guys have been watching the channel and have not subscribed. Treat it like the Bulls intro, run right through that subscribe button. You know how I do when I do my videos. I don't like to waste you guys' time. Let's get right into the news. Bulls have a painfully obvious trade target if Josh Giddey still makes turn sour. But would they have a chance to get him? Um, Obviously, the Bulls have just dropped their final offer from Josh Giddey in this 4-year, $88 million contract. And the reason why people said it possibly could turn sour because Josh Giddey could now just sign his qualifying offer for a year, play this year out, and just walk. And obviously, if that is the case where he could just walk away, the Bulls might possibly just trade him so they don't lose out on him for nothing. Now, remember when the last video that I recorded, if you're not, go check it out, where I said if you really look at the Chicago Bulls roster and the current payroll, we will, if the Bulls don't do anything like they have been doing or wait too late to make a move, coming into this next season, we only gonna have like 3, 4 players on the roster. And I get everybody's looking for 2026 man. I keep telling you, like, we don't really sign big name free agents. And also, if the ownership group don't really want to pay anybody, why would you expect them to spend heavy in this next offseason? It's not going to happen. So now the Bulls going to be stuck in a situation where now you waited too long. Now you got to get something for a player. And Josh Giddey is going to be one of those players on the list because if he doesn't sign this contract, which I doesn't believe that he wants, he's very firm on his $30 million a year, you got to possibly look to trade the guy. At the end of the day, you got to possibly look to trade him. And that player that is on that list is Trae Young. Now, am I 100% happy about that being the case? No, I'm going to be honest with you. Me personally, no, I would not be happy in trading Trae Young and possibly what it would possibly take to get a Trae Young caliber player. And also, we're going to get into the trade that was suggested in this story. Trae Young is a great playmaker, great shot, great shooter of the basketball. But you got to question his shot selection. You got to question his defensive liabilities. That's be the main thing with Trae Young. But can he get guys involved? Yes. Can he knock down shots? Yes. But the asking cost and the price tag of what it would possibly give to get a Trae Young, I necessarily don't know if that would be worth it. And then also the same problem that you having with Josh Giddey is going to be the same thing that comes up a year later with Trae Young. And Trae Young is definitely going to demand more money than what a Josh Giddey is asking for. So would you trading for a guy like Trae Young, will it be worth it in the long term if it comes from the style of what you want to do as the Chicago Bulls? Now, when it comes to back to the Josh Giddey situation, as I said, the Josh Giddey saga that may be too dramatic a word drags on as we move through the first week of September. The month in which training camp starts, not ideal, surely, especially as one of the other high-profile restricted free agents, Cam Thomas, just agreed to his qualifier, which makes him an unrestricted free agent next summer. The possibility that happened with Giddey feels really about a day, meaning the Bulls' young guard will hit the open market next summer. So why not trade for Trae Young? Because it's going to cost too much. That's the main thing for me. It's going to cost too much to trade for a guy like a Trae Young. But it's going to cost more on the price tag. I think when it comes to Josh Giddey, it's the realization is that I do think he's just going to take the qualifier offer. It's more money on the market next season. And if he comes in and play how I think he's going to play, he's going to demand more money than what that $30 million that he's asking for. So I think the Bulls could have just, even if it's 88, right, did you add incentives to the contract? Add incentives to the contract and get him signed. But bringing in a guy like Trae Young is just putting a Band-Aid over a wound. And the realization that this could possibly happen is because how our front office moves. We're making moves. They wait till the last minute to do everything. Perfect example. Nikola Vucevic is still on the roster. Lonzo Ball, we could have got a first round pick for him. We waited and we only got Isaac Okoro. But if we look at this trade for Trae Young, what could that possibly end up looking like? Okay, and let me know how would you guys feel in the conversation about this trade. The Bulls will receive Trae Young. The Atlanta Hawks will receive Josh Giddey, Isaac Okoro. The Bulls will give up a 2026 first, 2028 first, and 2030 first round pick. Now, I mean this with all in my Bulls fandom heart. This got to be the dumbest trade I ever seen in my life. Giving up three first. Trae Young is nice. Trae Young is nice. And when I said at the beginning of the video, this would be a generational heist, I wasn't talking for us. There would be a generational heist for the Atlanta Hawks if we give up 6 players for Trae Young and then have to turn around and pay him a max. Not worth it. Now, if we could give up Josh Giddey, Isaac Okoro, Zach Collins, and maybe 1 first, I'll think about it. But 3 first, I cannot do it. It's nothing in my mindset that want this trade to happen. It's cheaper to keep Josh Giddey. Our picks are going to be very valuable because we're not going to be that good. And if we bring in Trae Young, look what the Atlanta Hawks at, and they got a better team than us. We still fight around the same area. So we just gave them a boatload of possible lottery picks all the time. So no way. I think this is if we wait too long, we stuck and we have to do some type move. So I think the Chicago Bulls need to get this Josh Giddey situation done because we will be in a situation like this where we will be stuck, happy to make a drastic trade that's going to end up being bad on our end for the Chicago Bulls. He said this will be, frankly, a panic move for both sides. Panic from the Hawks because they get scared of losing Young for nothing, and a panic move for the Bulls because they will finally see a chance to get the star they always wanted and act impulsive to get it done even through they may lose him next summer as well. So it makes no point to make that trade happen because if you trade all these assets to get a Trae Young and you don't pay him, we just lost him for nothing. And it's not guaranteed that he will sign with Chicago. So I guarantee if you get him, you got to make him sign an extension. But let me know what you guys think about this trade. Would you guys do it? Me personally, no. It's been SB Talk Sports. It's been a great episode of Bulls Digest. And I will see you guys on the next one. Peace out.